Hi folks, so it is game in lesson 20 right now for your distance day 2, and today in math you'll be working on a worksheet for module 1 lesson 20, and you will play the game Race to the Resort. And a reminder, when you're finished, make sure you put your worksheet and game pieces back in your game bag and into your backpack so you can get them to school, because this assignment will be marked as complete when you turn in that worksheet. So what you're going to do today, find your worksheet and your game in the math game bag. And if for some reason you don't have that, look right here, homework and game, and get that. And then watch this video, which you're doing. And then you are going to work on your lesson 20 worksheet and do problems 1, 2, and 4. Let's take a look at that worksheet real quick. So remember, this is your grown-up page. So the grown-up that is maybe looking at this math and going, what in the world are you doing here? You can give them this sheet and that can help explain it. And we are going to do 1, 2, and 4. All right. Now, before I get into any details on your lesson 20, I want to talk about the Race to the Resort, because if you don't need any assistance on your worksheet, then you can get started right away. So Race to the Resort, this is all about division. So you're going to need a dice, you're going to need your game board, which is this, and a game marker. Now, if you're playing this on your own, that's fine. You're just going to play it just like you're playing an opponent, but it's just going to be you. So remember, you can find the dice in your math game box. And you just need 1 die. And you're going to roll. Players are going to take turns rolling. And you're going to move that number of spaces. So I'm going to use one of my centimeter cubes as my marker right here. So this is where I start. So I rolled a 6, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my problem is 24 divided by 8. Now remember, if I have a division problem, 24 divided by 8, there's all kinds of ways that I could solve that. 24 divided by 8, I could use a tape diagram. And I could go, okay, so 24 is my whole number. And I know that my unit size is 8. It's 8. So I could count by 8s and see how many 8s it takes me to get to 24. So I could go 8, 16, 24. So it took me 3, and that isn't very even. Oops. So it took me 3 8s. So that means that 24 divided by 8 is 3. Now I could do a number bond. And I could go 28 and 8. And then I could count by 8s again. Here I could go 8, 16, and 24. Oops, that's supposed to be 24. So you can figure this out. I have a scratch paper to figure out your division. Now, if you land on one that looks like this, 4, and this weird little thing, 28, that's just a way of saying 28 divided by 4. So 4 goes into 28 how many times? So you can rewrite it like this, if it makes sense to you. All right, so if the player lands on the same space as the other player goes back to the beginning, and the winner is the first person to the finish line. Ooh, so that's a little twist right there. Also, if the player misses the fact, like if I said, oh, 24 divided by 8 is 16, that would have been way off. and I would have to go back to the beginning. Oh no, back to the previous position. But if you land on the same spot, you got to go back to the beginning. That's a tough rule. All right, so have fun, enjoy the game.